What's going on, guys? Whoa, that's definitely wrong. All
Nope,
right,
nope. That
we're,
sounds
we
great. Let's start it from
that
there.
does not sound great. What the heck?
Dude, I love it when you mess this up, dude. It's just gonna be a recurring theme. We just need bloopers.
We can okay. Let's just start it. What's going on, guys? Why did I do it again? I did the same thing. What's up, guys? This is Laughcraft. This is episode 14, I believe. I keep messing up the intro. We're just not gonna get it right at this point. It's just gonna.
I might have to start doing the intro.
We
Oof.
we're yeeting the intro. We're gonna do something different. Like
No, please keep it in. I think people will laugh.
anyways, so this is episode 14. Today we saw the Xbox game showcase. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, as well as last weekend we had Jonathan's bachelor party, and that was awesome, a lot of fun. And then I think that's about it. Yeah. So, after watching the Xbox game showcase, Jonathan, what did you think of some of the titles that were shown?
I'm excited for Halo Infinite, and I know that like the majority of the Xbox community is as well. Like I feel like it's calling back to like the old, like the first, especially with like the case itself. It's calling back to like the first game, and it feels like a classic when you're getting into it. Just from the trailer and the gameplay that was displayed today, it looks good. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited as well. I think they showed the gameplay they showed didn't show like the best graphics, so I'm kind of just curious of how it's gonna look on like the Series X or even the Xbox One for that instant, because they just showed a game demo, so it kind of seemed to like it was like a early build. It wasn't like the full like experience yet, even though it is coming out in holiday season. But you can do with it. But mainly, I was just excited like about the gameplay. It looked a lot of fun, like with the grappling hook thing, and just like it looked like it was going back to form like Halo 3 and Halo 2. So I was really excited to kind of see
exactly.
that. It did kind of bring up some Halo 5 vibes, but hopefully 343 has kind of learned their quote unquote lesson and kind of made it more like how Bungie did, but also make it like their experience, because they kind of just continued what Bungie had already created from Halo 1 to 3, and so they never really had their own ideas. So I'm hoping this game kind of shows what 343 can do. So
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's just more of I see myself like back in like high school when I was playing these games, and I see myself actually that like inner nostalgia whenever I saw that trailer. I'm like, oh, this doesn't seem overwhelming like the most recent Halos. This actually seems like an actual Halo game that everybody can get into.
definitely, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Another game they showed, they didn't really show like a lot of gameplay, but they showed it was a game made by Rare. I think it was like Wildlands or something. That looked really interesting, like the art style and stuff that Rare is used to. And I think I just need to see more gameplay of it to kind of put in my
Was that the
opinion.
one with like the 3 characters and all the animals? Is that the one that?
No, maybe it wasn't like the one where they're small, because that was Grounded.
No. I'm not talking about the little
okay.
miniature one. I'm talking about where like they actually had like the huge animals or creatures.
Yeah, that was it. That was Wildlands.
Yeah, I think I knew when I saw the trailer there. I'm like, Matthew's so picking this up.
It just like a good Rare game, and we haven't seen that in a while. So, I mean, Sea of Thieves is huge, but I mean, I'm not really into pirate games, so like Sea of Thieves was not me, but maybe this other game might be. So.
Yeah, I was watching the trailer and I'm thinking, oh, this is so a Matthew game. But it also, I don't know, just for me, it gave me a little bit of that Pokemon vibe, like real world Pokemon vibe to it. Just me. Don't hate.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be anything like Pokemon, but I want to see more gameplay. I think it's gonna be a good game, but a lot of what they showed today, they didn't show a lot of gameplay. Like, so we had like State of Decay 3. We know that's coming out. That's probably going to be a good game.
Did you ever play the other two?
No, I haven't played the other two. I know the second one's out on the Xbox One, but I haven't played it. But, that game, I know they're doing Fable, which I'm totally stoked for, but we didn't get. All we got was like a cinematic trailer of a frog eating a fairy. So like it wasn't like I'm pumped about it, but it didn't show any gameplay. So I'm like, so I'm like frustrated, but also like thrilled that it's happening. So
Yeah, no, you like literally texted me when it was released, and I'm like, of course they released another Fable,
bro, I'm so hyped. They didn't show a release date, did they? I think it's gonna come like 22. Like I don't know if it's anywhere close. Like it seemed early on, but
something about this Xbox event was I was comparing the graphics from like this system to like the new PS5, and I just feel like PS5 is just slightly better.
The thing is,
I don't know if that was because of the gameplay.
The thing is, the first 2 years of the Xbox are going to be able to play on both Xbox One and Xbox Series X. So what's happening is they're getting held back by the Xbox One. So they didn't show anything like spectacular, which I think when we do see the Xbox like Series X games, I think it will blow us away. But we just haven't seen anything in that kind of category because it's still got to play on Xbox One. It's still got to be on Game Pass, that type of stuff. So they're kind of held back by limitations of the Xbox One. Whereas PS5, none of the PS5 games are going to be able to play on PS4 because Sony doesn't like backwards compatibility, basically. So they just kind of hate their backlog and they want to move on. Whereas Xbox is like about backwards compatibility and they want you to be able to play their new games. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, like you could definitely tell. For me, it was just the quality was just like that like these games. I'm just like, well, I could possibly just play them on my Xbox One that I have at home. So I don't know. Maybe it's because the whole backwards compatibility. Wow, I'm this still. Bachelor party. Okay.
I mean, they showed it was Ori in the Blind Forest. They showed from 60 frames per second up to 120 frames per second, and like the time difference was crazy what they were showing. So like stuff like that on the Xbox Series X, I see those improvements, but since we don't have the system in front of us, we're not seeing any of that, especially not over stream. I think that's hard to really convey like what it's going to be like. So I think Halo Infinite, what we saw was mainly on an Xbox One probably, when we should have seen what it was like on an Xbox Series X, if that makes sense. So
yeah, no, I understand that, and it's just more of like I guess we just gotta wait until we actually see real gameplay of it. I'm still leaning towards more just building me my own gaming computer because like I saw that. I mean, like it's Microsoft; they're going to be able to have these games on a gaming PC. So,
yeah, no, they definitely showed their new model of Game Pass, which I mean, they didn't tell us they're doing that, but recently Microsoft took off where people could buy the 12-month membership a year off their Xbox Game Store. So, a lot of people think they're going to go through one membership, which is like one Xbox Game Pass. You're just going to pay for that. And you'll also have Xbox Gold or whatever that is. So you'll be able to have just games you can download. Because their thing was, if you buy a Series X, you have like 100 games that you can play like right out the box because you have Game Pass. So like that kind of thing, like bringing that up where PS5, you're gonna have like 5 games you can play because they don't really care much about backwards compatibility.
I feel like that's gonna be your winning argument. It's just like
it's not gonna be my winning argument, but
they don't offer any backwards compatibility. But the biggest but is the quality. It's the I love how my cat's just in the background right
now. Hey, it's what it is.
But it's just I don't know, dude. I will always go for the better graphics and better plots. So, but there's Halo Infinite and just seeing that classic and having that nostalgia. That's the only reason. But if I could just play it on the Xbox One, I'm more than likely just going to play it on that.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you with that. I mean, for me, Fable was kind of the selling point. So when that comes out, I'll probably be picking up a Series X. So
Of course you were. You were just waiting for the announcement of that. Once they announced that, you're like, I gotta pick it up.
And like they showed Forza and stuff, but like I'm not a huge Forza fan, so it's like.
Did you see the game? What was it? Not Oblivion.
Obsidian.
Obsidian. See,
like the game studios.
Yeah, exactly. I had the whole Skyrim vibe during that entire thing.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of like RPGs. They released Outer Worlds last year, I believe, and that's done really well. So I think they're coming in form. Also, Hellblade. I never played the first one, but I heard it's really amazing. And what they showed of the second one, like I think it's going to be a graphical masterpiece. But we just have to kind of wait for that to be released as well. I don't think it's going to be a release game, but we don't know. So.
I love how you could just call it a graphical masterpiece.
I mean, I think that's what Fable's going to be, but like I said, we didn't see any gameplay. So it's a cinematic trailer of a frog eating a fairy, and, that was pretty great. So
They're going to be upset if the game
My whole thing
sucks,
was
Matthew.
the fairy was, like, so happy, like, flying through the air that, it touches a flower, and then the frog ate it. It was great. That was a great experience. So it changed my life.
Really, that whole trailer. That's the reason why.
That's kind of why I'm gonna buy a Series X. No, I'm kidding. So, but oh man, but it's been quite a trip. The last weekend we went to Hilton Head, which was a lot of fun for Jonathan's bachelor party. So
yeah. Yeah, my liver per se is recovering.
Oh no!
And I went and got a haircut today, and I'm telling him, it's like, hey, the wedding's this upcoming weekend. And he's just like, oh, did you have a bachelor party? I'm like, yeah. And he's just like, when was it? I'm like, this past weekend. I was like, how's your liver? And I'm like, it's
no, it was a lot of fun for sure. The beach was beautiful, like especially at night, like watching all the stars and stuff. It was gorgeous. Like
goodness.
Oh
dude.
man, and I think we had good food as well. So I think it was a really good trip. So
yeah, for sure. We just argued
back and
forth
forth
over Waffle
Gotta
House
argue.
and Chick-fil-A.
But it's more like a discussion. I feel like we're not really like mad at each other, but
Okay. It's a debate.
A solid debate of frustration.
It really
no,
is.
it was a really fun trip. We played some Mario Kart and Mario Party, and then a little clubhouse games, blackjack. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Always have to.
So it was a lot of fun.
I had a blast during that, and then I finally got to hit some golf balls for the first time. James Hamilton actually helped me out a lot on like learning how to do that I mean, like I've played at like Top Golf, but I never like understood like how each of the things or the I can't even speak anymore. How each of the golf clubs hit. Yeah,
clubs.
Yep.
I was like, what word are you trying to find?
Apologies,
clubs,
individuals. Like, this is only the second day back, and my brain is not functioning.
Yeah, it's somewhere else. I'm like, let's get through this, like this wedding, and like, I don't know.
Like, recover. We'll be fine.
Exactly.
I'm excited, dude. It's
we'll see what it is.
Finally here. All these months. I know Ryan's ready for it to be done. She's tired of planning.
For sure, yeah. She's just ready for all that stress to be like, bye-bye, so.
Yeah, but then she has a final the next day, dude. Oof, I'm just going to have to, like, help her.
Not looking forward to. Yeah, I can't see how she's going to do that, so.
A lot of coffee.
I'm happy I'm done with summer school.
Lots of coffee.
Like, because I was, like, writing papers during your bachelor party. Oh, I got 100 on that paper, by the way. The paper I wrote at 10 p.m. and finished at 11:59. I got 100.
Your teacher's gonna. If your teacher ever hears this, is like, oh, I'm going back, change it into a B.
You can't change it. But yeah, I thought it was just like, I don't know. I went in on that paper, so.
I don't understand how you were. We were all like not there.
Exactly. Exactly. It was just me and your brother. and just that was its own adventure in itself. So, but
that last night was great.
it really was a lot of fun.
Especially under those.
Oh yeah,
stars.
the stars like where we were just. I haven't seen anything like it, so it was quite a scene. So.
Yeah, that you could even see the Milky Way. I saw like 2 shooting stars while I was.
You could
out
see the
there.
Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. It was really cool. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been playing any games lately? Besides what we played at your bachelor party?
I mean, like besides the games that we played at the party, no. I literally just got back. I've unpacked. I went and visited my mom.
Got you. I played a little Jedi Fallen Order.
Made sure that things are set.
Like I got back on that game.
Of course you did, because you said that as soon as you got back, you'd be
I
on
played
that
it for like
game
30 minutes
immediately.
and then I was like so tired I knocked out. So like that's literally how it went.
Oh my!
It was so much fun. I can't wait to like beat it so you can experience it too. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll have Batman to play. So it's just like
which I'm finally happy about you actually getting, because if you guys haven't heard the last last podcast that we had, Matthew basically announced that he has never played a Batman game, and he's missing out.
Yeah, they have actually a all the expansions for like half off. I think I might pick it up just to get all the like DLC and stuff, because
do it. I don't think you'll regret it.
Because I keep hearing it's really good. So, and I've been really liking Jedi Fallen Order, which is like a single player game. So I think I'm getting more into single player games where like growing up I was like all multiplayer, everything. So
well, I think it's more of like a maturity thing. Like when you're younger, what do you want to do? You want to hang out with your friends. You want to spend time with them. But as you get older, people get busy, and you're like, well, multiplayer games aren't as fun anymore. So what do you got left? It's single player story mode games.
Yeah,
those are really good
for sure. Yeah. So.
Yep. All right. Well, we're getting closer to that 20-minute
We really
mark.
are.
Any last words, Matthew?
Oh, any last words? Yeah, I think. You've been getting that in the last 2 podcasts. I'm gonna have to talk quicker. You know. So, any last words? I think it's just been a good week. I think Xbox even said they got more to announce. PlayStation has got more to announce. So I think as closer we get to November, when I think the system was actually released, I think, more announcements will hear. So I'm kind of looking forward to their next presentation to see what they kind of bring, and this battle between Sony and Xbox can continue. And Xbox can continue. I need Nintendo to show me some games, though. It's like I'm like waiting. Like
Stormbreaker.
What can they show me?
Like, or that. I'll go back to it. I'll find the name of the game later on, just not right now.
But yeah, I'm ready for. They need to show me some games, because it's like I don't know what to play the second half for my Switch. Like once I beat stuff from my backlog, like what am I going to be playing?
There's new games coming. There's new games coming. It's just
that's kind of frustrating, but
you got to be patient.
Exactly. That's the hardest part. It's like I want them just to tell me, and then I can be patient waiting for the games, So, but that's kind of my last words.
I just want to say thank you so much for listening through our podcasts. Almost said blog there. I need sleep, so thank you so much. Please leave a comment, and we appreciate you guys listening. Peace.
Adios. All right. Stop recording.